Навес несло, под которым машина стояла. Пожалуйста.
The Ukrainian Air Force conducted a precision strike on the positions of the Russian invaders in the Zaporizhzhia region. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine released the video of the strike. According to the military, the successful strike was executed on February 17th near the village of Chumatske. The published drone footage shows the invaders moving near their position in the forest belt between the fields, after which airstrikes are detonated. It is reported that this position belonged to the 2nd Motorized Rifle Battalion of the 64th Separate Guards Motor Rifle Brigade of the Russian Army. As a result of this operation, according to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the location of military personnel, fortifications, and a site for launching drones of the Russian invaders were destroyed. The enemy used this location to conduct hostilities against the Ukrainian Defense Forces in the Zaporizhzhia region. The General Staff emphasized that this strike by Ukrainian aviation is part of the armed forces' systemic measures to reduce the enemy's combat potential and neutralize threats. What kind of weapons were used by the aviation of the Ukrainian Air Force is not disclosed. They only say that it is of high quality. It could be bombs with American JDAM-ER or GBU-39B small-diameter bomb systems or French AASM Hammer. Previously, aircraft of the Armed Forces of Ukraine destroyed a stronghold used to launch drones towards the Sumy region. Ukrainian aviation has become the first in the world to use 1,000-pound, 454-kilogram Mark 83 bombs adapted for the JDAM-ER guidance kit. The report is based on a video published by the 39th Tactical Aviation Brigade, which captures a Ukrainian Su-27 dropping a pair of precision-guided bombs on Russian positions in a forested area. Previously, JDAM-ER kits were known to be available for 500-pound GBU-62 and 2,000-pound GBU-64 bombs. Russians tried to disguise their Chacha, but Baba Yaga found them anyway.
Навес несло, под которым машина стояла. Пожалуйста. Здесь вот навес был замаскирован. Бензин весь вытек нахуй. Колеса, слава богу, целые.
Russia has started training the North Korean military to work with military equipment. Vadim Skibitsky, a representative of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, stated this in a commentary for the South Korean media, the Chosun Ilbo. According to him, North Korean soldiers are quickly adapting to the conditions of war and the new threats they face at the front in the Kursk region. In particular, they have become more aware of the importance of drones on the battlefield and are now using them more effectively. The North Korean military is rapidly adopting modern tactics and strategy, adapting in just a few months, Skibitsky said. These changes are also visible on the battlefield, as offensive tactics are gradually changing. Instead of massive infantry attacks, smaller assault groups are increasingly being used. Their combat effectiveness has increased significantly, both in the use of traditional equipment, such as tanks, and with the use of modern systems, such as drones, the representative of the Defense Intelligence added. At the same time, in an interview with the same media, Kirilo Budanov, head of the DIU, emphasized that in addition to training personnel, Russia and the DPRK are expanding military technical cooperation in various fields, including technology, science, and the defense industry. This cooperation is reaching the highest level and poses a serious threat to the international community, he said. Budanov cited the example of North Korea's KN-23 missiles, which had a significant error of 500 to 1,500 meters at the initial stages, but later became much more accurate. According to him, this indicates that the Russians helped the DPRK improve these missiles. Despite this, Budanov noted that North Korean troops are suffering significant losses. Of the 12,000 DPRK military personnel who are part of the Russian armed forces, about 4,000 have been killed or seriously injured. Militarny previously reported that the North Korean military resumed combat operations in Russia's Kursk region after previously pausing their active involvement in assaults against Ukrainian forces. According to the president of Ukraine, the combat operations in Russia are of great importance because they have distracted approximately 60,000 Russian troops in the Kursk region. The UAV crew of the Shadow unit detected a Russian Tor-M2 air defense system and relayed the coordinates to the strike drone unit of the 413th Unmanned Systems Battalion. Target successfully hit. The Tor-M2 is a short-range mobile air defense system developed by Russia. It is designed to intercept and destroy a variety of aerial threats, including aircraft, cruise missiles, drones, and precision-guided munitions. The Tor-M2 is widely used by Russia and has been deployed in conflicts, including in Syria and Ukraine, to defend against drones, missiles, and aircraft. Putin is ready for negotiations with Zelensky, but legal aspects of his legitimacy must be considered, says Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov. Recently, Trump openly questioned Zelensky's position. The Kremlin has always used it as a propaganda effort to discredit the Ukrainian government. CNN poll shows just 8% of Americans view Russia positively, on par with those who think the moon landing was fake. 61% see Russia as an enemy, and only 4% as a partner. Only 9% like Putin, with the same percentage believing the Earth is flat. 52% support Ukraine using U.S. weapons in Russia.
But when it comes to Russia, Americans don't trust Russia as far as they can throw them. I mean, my goodness gracious, favorable view of Russia. You go back to 2020, it's 28%. 2022 dropped to 15%. In 2024, just 8% of Americans hold a favorable view of Russia. To put this in context, about as many Americans believe that we faked the moon landing as have a favorable view of Russia. The vast majority of Americans, 61%, actually think of Russia as an enemy. Just 4% think of them as a partner. So the bottom line is views on Russia, very, very, very negative.
That's the view of Russia. What about Putin specifically?
What about Putin specifically? I mean, once again, how Americans view Putin. Confident he'll do the right thing when it comes to world affairs. Just 8%. Favorable view of him, of Vladimir Putin. Just 9%. I mean, my goodness gracious, about as many Americans believe that the Earth is flat as have a favorable view of Vladimir Putin. So when it comes to Russia, it comes to Vladimir Putin, Americans simply put, do not trust him or the country itself.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.